This is how to play my open source board game, Plant Game. Give each player a pencil with an eraser, a piece of paper to write on, and 3 plant cards. Set up the board and the scoreboard. The scoreboard should have a starting balance of 20 for each player and enough room to draw the fruits they will try to earn. For short games, the goal will be to collect 3 fruit, and for longer games, 5 fruit. Each turn, all players will write what they want to do on their card and reveal it simultaneously. Here's an example of a turn 1. The sooner you put down your first plant, the sooner you get your first fruit. This is why on turn 1, most people will opt to place their plant down rather than participate in the auction. Because neither of them participate in the auction, the item gets moved to the back of the deck. After all players move, all plants on the board move forward 1 day. Any plants that progress past the board are instantly converted into a fruit and added to that player's scoreboard. Here we have a board where the pink player has a plant on the board, but blue does not. When the cards are revealed, we see that pink has bid $0 and blue has chosen to use their plant item and plant a new plant. Because pink was the only one to participate in the auction, they get the auction prize, even though pink only bid $0. Don't be afraid to bid $0, especially if you think no one else is going to be participating that auction. There are no set prices in this game, and items cost only as much as players are willing to bid on them. On rare occasions when both players bid the same amount of money, it is considered a tie and the item in the auction is moved to the bottom of the deck and no money changes. Here's an example of a player using an item. Here we have pink opting to use their clippers on blue, and blue participates in the auction. The clippers make any plant that they are used on move backwards 2 days. Don't be afraid to check the rules while playing to see what the many other items do. Blue was the only participant of the auction, but sadly still has to pay $2 because that's what their bid was. Another cause for a tie is if no one participates in the auction. Here, pink decides to use their turn to put down a new plant, whereas blue decides to use their turn to sell one of the fruits they earned in exchange for half the starting cash. In this case, $10. Remember, this is an open source project, so this game is just as much my creation as it could be yours. Any confusion about the rules or disagreements about design, feel free to change. I would love to see many different versions of this game.